Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about maps and scales. Question 5. On a map, 1 centimeter represents 20 meters. Work out the lengths on the map for these real-life distances. Now, as you can see here, if he has a number on a map that represents another number on real life, it means this is a scale. Now, with scales, we can use different units. The units don't have to be the same. For example, if I have a centimeter here, it's okay if I have a meter here. And it's okay if I have a kilometer here. Now, he gave us here, or the question gave us the scale that we're going to use. So 1 centimeter represents 20 meters. 1 centimeter is on the map and 20 meters in real life. Now, if I want to find anything on the map, I'm gonna take the number and divide it by this number. And if I want to find anything in real life, I'm gonna take the number and multiply it by this number. This is how you work out a number with a scale. Now, one important thing you have to know is keeping the numbers or keeping the units the same with the scale. For example, I have centimeter here, so I must always have centimeter on the map. And I have meters here, so I always have meters in real life. So if I have a question that uses kilometers, I have to turn it into meters and then work out the map or the distance on the map. Now let's take a look at the questions and then check out how to answer this question. Now A here says 400 meters. He needs 400 meters in real life. How many centimeters on the map? This is the question. So what do? We can use the X method here. It's the same thing as the X method. So first, what do? We make boxes like this. Let's make them in other colors. Yes, here, here. We need 4 boxes like the X method uses, here and here. Now, let's put them here. Good. Down a little bit, yes. Okay. Now, with the X method, I'm gonna name this map, okay? This one's gonna be the map. And this one is going to be the real life. Now, I don't have to write the whole word, you already know it. So, this side is for the map, and this side is for real life. And I put X in the middle so I can work the missing numbers using the X method. Now let's work out the 400 meters and turn it into centimeters on the map. First thing I do, I take the scale that I have and I put it here. So first thing I put the scale, so 1 centimeter here represents 20 meters here. And I have to use the units and I have to keep them the same. For example, if I want to write something here, it has to be in meters. And if I want to write something here, it has to be in centimeters. That's why scales are very important in keeping the units the same when we use the X method. Now, as I said, scales, they don't have to use the same units. For example, here I'm using this scale, centimeters and meters. They're not the same units. But if I'm using the X method, I have to keep the same units on each side. Now, let's talk about A first. So I have 400 meters. I take 400 meters, which is in real life, so I have to put it here. So 400 meters here. Now I want to find how many centimeters on the map. Now, same idea as the x method, I multiply the ones connected with a line and then divide on the number that I'm not using. So I will take the 400 here, multiply it by 1 and then divide it by 20 and I will get the number. So 400 multiplied by 1 is 400 and then divide 400 on 20, so the answer will be what? Very good, it's gonna be 20, so 20 centimeters. So if 1 centimeter on the map represents 20 meters in real life, then 20 centimeters on the map will represent 400 meters in real life. Now, this is how you answer a question like this. Now, for B and C, it's the same. You just take the number and put it here, multiply by 1, and then divide by 20, and you'll get the answer here. Same idea for A, B, and C. Now, let's move on and check question D. With question D, we have 1 kilometers. So first, let me remove these numbers so I can work with them. Now, because I have 1 kilometers here, and it's in real life, so it has to be here. And because real life here is represented in meters, I have to turn this kilometer into meters. And we know that each kilometer, or 1 kilometer, let me write it in other colors, yes, 1 kilometer equals 1000 meters. Now I'm gonna use this scale to turn kilometers into meters. Now 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. After turning them into meters, I will put them here. Same idea for E and F. So I turned 1 kilometer into meters and it's gonna be 1000. So I put 1000 meters here. After putting the same unit on each other, I can work with the X method. I will take the 1000, multiply it by 1, and then divide it by 20. And this is how you answer this question. So 1000 multiplied by 1 is 1000. And then you divide it by 20, and the answer will be 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters. So if 1 centimeter represents 20 meters in real life, so 50 centimeters on the map represents 1000 meters in real life. And answering E and F will be with the same idea. You turn them into meters and then put them in the boxes of the X method and then multiply the ones connected with a line and divide on the other one. 5 kilometers will be 5000 meters. 9 kilometers will be 9000 meters. And this is how you answer a question like this. In the end, I just want to say again that scales, they don't, now this is a scale here in the question, they don't need to have the same units. Remember that. Scales, they don't have to use the same units. They can use different units because we're talking about maps and real life. Now they can have the same units. We can say that 1 centimeter represents, for example, 200 centimeters in real life. We can do that. But even if we have a scale that doesn't have the same units, it's okay, we can use it. But once we use the X method, we have to use the same units on each side. On each side, yes. And this is very important when you use the X method. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.